Seatbelts, everyone! Please let this be a normal field trip.
No way! Who's not just makes you feel like that's a feel good? And next thing that you know, you're seeing Octopus neighborhood, surfing on the Subway, swinging through the stars, to the left and your destination, take a second right back on the magic school bus. Come on the magic school bus. Take that, come on the magic school bus. On the magic school bus. Posters you see, come on in and don't be shy. Just to make your day quick, you might get baked into a pie on the magic school bus. Right on the magic school bus.
Our class really has bad luck. This year we got Miss Frizzle, the strangest teacher in the school.
It's never a normal day in Miss Frizzle's class whenever we study something and get into it in a really big way.
Now, class, I have great news for you. Today we are going to study about our Earth. Does anybody know anything about what's inside of it? Well, I have a great idea. I think we should go on a field trip to learn about what's inside our Earth.
Oh no, I hate Miss Frizzle's field trip. Let's never take us where I expect to go.
I love our field trips. I hope we go somewhere something like last time.
Last time we barely made it back alive. I knew I was going to stay home today.
Everybody on the bus, it's time to take chances, make mistakes.
These kids do not know the adventures to come, but I do guarantee that they will have some. They'll learn lots of things that will be of great use with the help of some friends from old Dr. Seuss. Oh no! The bus is spinning around and making me dizzy. Look, it's starting to dig a hole through the grass. This sort of thing doesn't happen on most class trips. Let's get out of here before something worse happens.
Here are some shovels and picks for us kids to use. Let's start digging and see what we find. It looks like the earth is covered with rocks and dirt. We should be able to dig through that.
Look at those specks of different colors in the rock. I learned that rocks are made of minerals. The specks are the different minerals that make up the rock. Hey, do you guys hear something moving under the ground?
Then in front of the bus, oh what did they see? A giant dark cloud of flying debris. A cat in the hat popped up through the dirt and said with a grin, "Boy, did that hurt!"
Good friends, this should not be missed. The rocks you will see have grand names like schist. My job is great fun if you get my gist. Did you know the cat in the hat is a geologist?
Hey, look where the cat comes up through the earth. There are ground up rocks, pebbles, leaves, and sticks mixed in with this dirt.
That's right, we learned from our report that soil is composed of rocks and other material that has been broken down or decomposed. The dead stuff provides the nutrients for plants or trees. The plants and trees make oxygen and provide food for people and animals. Without soil, nothing could survive.
It just looks like dirt to me. I guess dirt is just another word for soil. I never really thought about it, but
We need soil to survive. When you see the earth from space, the land looks all green. That must be the plants and trees that grow in the soil. Yes, the earth is covered with water and soil, but if you dig deep enough, you will always find rock. The thin outer layer of rock and soil that covers the earth is called the crust. The crust is about 25 miles thick below land, but only about 6 miles thick below the oceans.
Dig deeper, my friend. It'll help you discover the world down below.
Okay, kids, back on the bus. Look, these rocks are made up of layers. They are soft and they easily crumble. Remember, we learned that these rocks are called sedimentary rocks. They are formed when other rocks break up from erosion and are carried along in rivers and streams. When they settle, mud, sand, and sometimes crushed shells join together to form sedimentary rock.
What's all this disturbance? What's all this fuss? I'm not often greeted by kids on a bus. My name is Sangwon, and you have come to the home that I share with my dear friend Ping. As you travel down here, you will see sandstone and shale. And millions of years ago, there was even a well. You might just see animals that long ago died, and all through the years stayed buried inside.
That's right. We learned that sometimes prehistoric plants and animals got buried in layers of mud and sand and then get turned to rock along with the layers. They became fossils. Studying fossils is one of the ways scientists learn about the past.
3 types of rock. To know them's a must. These 3 types of rocks make up the Earth's crust. Sedimentary rocks you now know about. Igneous rocks from when magma jumps out. Metamorphic rock you'll soon get to know. Just keep digging deeper. On with the show.
Back on the bus, kids. We're passing through the crust and into the next layer. The rocks are much harder. This looks like the stuff they make statues out of. Marble. Look over there. What's that big graving?
My name is Horton. I watch over the zoo. You normally only see elephants in zoos, but down here I have a heart of which I love. I pushed on the rock from below in the boat.
That's right. These rocks get changed by heat and pressure into other kinds of rocks. They're called metamorphic rocks. Metamorphic means to change. It takes a long time for a rock to change. It can take millions of years.
I even make diamonds, I'm not quite sure why. They don't get much bigger than the tiniest fly. Can't understand why you want them at all. I guess a rock is a rock no matter how small.
Look over here. It looks like a pot of boiling fire. Oh yeah, that's called magma. It's so hot down here that even the rocks have melted. Some of the magma is pushing up through the crust to the surface. There must be a volcano up there. When it gets to the surface, it will be called lava, and it will start to cool. When it becomes rock again, it will be called igneous rock. The word igneous comes from the word that makes fire. The earth is like a fire that melts rock underground. There is igneous rock that formed billions of years ago. It's pretty hot down here. The average
average temperature is around 900 degrees Fahrenheit.
900 degrees. Good thing the bus is air conditioned.
Okay, kids, back on.
I am Sam. Sam I am. I do not have green eggs or ham. This news to you may be a shock. I live down here among the rocks.
Hey, we must have reached the mantle. The mantle is the largest layer of the earth. It goes into the earth for about 2,000 miles. The mantle is full of very hot rocks.
I have some news which I will share. I could not go over there. What you find may give you a scare. Solid rock is everywhere.
It can get up to 5,000 degrees Fahrenheit down here. That's hot. The rocks are so hot they can get soft and thick like candle wax. Most of the mantle is solid rock. We're almost all the way through the mantle.
Back on the bus, kid. One fish, two fish, tall fish, squat fish. All you'll find down here is one very hot fish. I like to swim all day and night, from right to left and left to right. We've reached the outer core. The outer core is liquid metal which swirls around the inner core. It can be 4,000 to 6,000 degrees Fahrenheit down here. Keep drilling down, we'll see some more. The final stop is the inner core. A comfortable place it is not. The inner core is hot, hot, hot. Okay, kids, back on the bus. Of solid metal which is larger than the moon. It is made of iron and nickel and it can be 10,000 degrees Fahrenheit down here. Hey, is that the Grinch?
You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch.
My heart was so small at the start of the day, but now that your bus has come down my way, my heart, it has grown to 3 times its size when I see all you children becoming so wise. But how did it get to be so late so soon? I swear it is night before it is noon. My goodness, how quickly the time has flown. We're approaching the end of your wonderful cartoon. Yes, class, it's time to get back to school. Back on the bus. We're climbing through the outer core and the mantle and going through the crust. But how do we get out of here? She's got a snake show there. How do we get out of here? You have brains in your head, you have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself in any direction you choose. You're on your own and you know what you know. You are the ones who will decide where to go. You'll get mixed up, of course, as you already know. You'll get mixed up with many strange things as you go. But will you get out? Will you get to the door? Oh yes, of that I'm 98 3/4% sure. And just when they thought they could stand it no more, by chance they discovered a tiny trapdoor. When they popped through the core, the great sky was sky blue. Then they knew from the flowers they'd finally come through. To the banks of the beautiful river Wahoo, where they never have troubled, at least very few. As a matter of fact, they only had one. A volcano was rumbling from where they had come. It's true. But the first turned the bus into a hot air balloon. They floated above as the lava did pool. And before they knew it, they were back
school. I am the Lord. I speak for the trees. I'm impressed with you kids and your new expertise. You've seen and learned and earned your degrees, but will you remember there are no guarantees? The most important you've learned, the more you read, the more you will know. The more you will learn, the more places you'll go. But now we all know.